Okay, we are here to talk about using Google Docs presentations with Tagxedo. We're also going to be talking about what kind of class assignments could be associated with this sort of project and what Common Core skills are addressed. This video also presupposes that you have viewed the other two Tagxedo tutorials, and then you have a basic knowledge of how to use Google Drive presentations. So, with that, let's go to the next slide. Here's an agenda of what we'll be doing. We're going to be giving you just a brief overview of Google Docs presentations. Google Docs is also known as Google Drive. They're interchangeable in those words. Quickly, I will show you how to create a presentation, your theme choice, your backgrounds, give you a slight comparison to PowerPoint. After that, we'll give a sample presentation and how to incorporate Tagxedos with it. We're going to view one. I'm going to show you how to edit it and add a Tagxedo into it. Also, then I'll be giving you some project suggestions and Common Core skill suggestions. So, with that, let's share the desktop. Okay, so I have logged into my Google Drive, my Google Docs account, and I'm using the one I have with Brevard Public Schools, and you should be doing that too. And so, this is what it looks like. In order to create a new presentation, I go to the Create button over on the left-hand side, click Create, choose Presentation from the list, and the first thing that it wants me to do is to choose a theme. I'm just going to pick any which one and tell it OK. And there's my theme for my presentation. Just like in PowerPoint, I can click to add a title, start typing, title, and other words, etc. You'll notice that when I'm clicking in here, if I highlight the words, I can change them bold, not bold, italicized, underlined. I can choose the font color here. I can choose a background to the font color here. If I wanted to make it an internet link, I could do that. I could also insert a comment, but we're not going to worry about that right now. I could align it in a different way. I could also change the line spacing in my box there. I could do a numbered item list. I could do a bulleted item list. I can move it indented or take away the indents here. I can choose which font I want here. It has most of the basic ones. I can also choose size here. So just the same basic tools that PowerPoint has. Pretty cool. If I don't like my theme, if I just click to the outside, I can go back to theme and choose a different one. I could also customize my own by choosing a background, such as a different color. Ooh, that's not good. I'll try it. Not too bad. I can choose the layout of the tile. This is a title tile right now. So I'm going to change my slide to just title only. There it goes. Title and body. So you can do all that kind of stuff there. Transition, I can also change how it looks from one slide to the other instead of just an instant change. I can go to fade, and I can tell it to do it quickly or medium or slow. Let's see, give it a chance to show us what that'll look like. Oh, there it is, nice. So that's basic use of how to create a presentation. I should also click on the untitled presentation and title it something. I'm going to delete this later. I'll know I'll be able to delete that because that's not a real title. Titling it is a good option. You don't want everything you have in there to be called untitled presentation. That would be silly. So I'm going to get out of that, back to my Google Drive, and I'm going to go to a pre-prepared document for Tagxedo. So my report is on North America and all of the countries within North America. So what I've done in my slideshow is I have incorporated a background that I got through going Insert Image, show you that in a couple of minutes with a Tagxedo. My first slide is on North America as a whole, and I explain my color choices because these are the flag colors of most countries within all of the countries in North America continent. Also, that I chose the circular shape for a specific reason to emphasize the relationship of the countries and that they need to work together. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through each country and give each country a slide with its own Tagxedo. So my first country is the United States. Conceivably, I would have typed a couple paragraphs here about the United States, just nice and brief. I'm going to then insert my image, which I have created a Tagxedo for already. Insert, image, and it says I can drag an image here, or if I prefer to choose an image to upload, I'm going to do that. It's going to have me browse to my desktop. And I'm going to find the one I titled USA. Oh, there it is. And open it. Google Drive, Google Docs will upload it into my presentation. And of course, I will probably need to resize it because it's a rather large one. You'll notice that the colors on it, once it comes in here, come on baby, you can do it. The colors I chose were red, white, and blue for the United States. I used the Tagxedo settings to make it only red, white, and blue. I didn't want any other colors or variations of colors. So I'm going to grab the corner, have it do the little diagonal double arrow, change the size a bit, move it around. And of course, in my description, I would be explaining why I chose red, white, and blue. I made sure that the United States of America is right across the middle, nice and big across the whole country. So that's basically how you would insert your image, in this case a Tagxedo. If I hold down on my Google Docs, I can also go till it gives me a line. That tells me I've got it centered that way. So that's pretty good. My next slide is Canada, and on it goes. So that's basically how to insert Tagxedos into Google presentations. I'm going to stop sharing my desktop now. Go back to my whiteboard. So as per our agenda, we have covered the first several items, and so let's go on to project suggestions. For social studies and humanities, obviously, I can do a geographic report like I was just showing you. I could also do a report on historical events or persons and use Tagxedos to emphasize their characteristics. For reading and language arts, I could do a chapter or scene analysis from a book, story, or play. I could also do character sketches for different characters within a play or story. Is this a dark and mysterious character? Maybe I'm going to have dark colors. Is it a bright, cheery, happy character? Maybe I'll have bright, cheery, happy colors. Maybe a happy shape like a sunshine. For science and math, properties or features of elements and concepts like biological studies. Maybe I'm talking about the cell and I want the largest part of the cell to be the largest word in my Tagxedo. Maybe it's a plant cell. I want all of my colors to be greens and browns, things like that. Also for math, visual representation of concept and real-life applications. For example, maybe I'm using geometry words and vocabulary, and I'm going to put them in the shape of a house or a building. That would give you the concept of that we use geometry in real life in building and architecture. So let's talk about the Common Core skills suggestions. All of the new Common Core skills have some of these. Many of them address collaboration, sharing in Google Docs. If you create a collection or a presentation or anything in Google Docs, in your Google Drive, you can share it with others and have them work on it with you. That's collaboration. Creation and use of digital tools and technology to publish. If I am publishing that out on the web, that's addressing that skill. I'm using appropriate design elements with my Tagxedo, choosing the right colors and shapes, as well as using the proper colors and theme in my presentation. I'm incorporating design elements. Research, short and long term. Maybe my research project for North America is going to be short. I'm just going to make a quick one for each country. Or maybe it's long term. Maybe I'm doing a science experiment and I'm doing every week adding a slide and telling what's the latest research on my science experiment. Presenting research, collecting data with visual supports. Well, obviously, the Google presentations is a visual support. I would be presenting that and any data or research I've collected within that concept on that presentation. And I can describe, classify, and compare relationships with the Tagxedo, such as the character study, a bright character versus a dark character, a happy character versus a mysterious and sad character. I can combine multiple disciplines to show understanding. So I'm combining my knowledge of colors and what they usually represent with my knowledge of the shape or outline that I might need, and then incorporating that within the Tagxedo, and then putting that together with my appropriate design elements within my presentation. So that's just a little bit of how Tagxedo plus Google Presentations can be used to address Common Core skills and help you with class assignments. If you have any questions, you may also ask your teacher how to email me. My name is Tamara Rutenberg, and I'm a teacher technology integrator for Brevard Public Schools in Florida.